Toronto police are mourning the loss of one of their own tonight, and I have to warn you, this will be a difficult story for some, and we do have a number on our screen for anyone to call if they are in crisis. What I can tell you is the officer suffered from PTSD, and he died by suicide here at Toronto Police Headquarters in the parking garage. His photo has not been released, but we can tell you the constable's name was Mike Austin. He had 20 years on the force. A friend described him to City News as funny and strong. But he had been struggling since 2006.
I believe it was Ontario Street. A gentleman come out, stood in the middle of the road and had a gun in his hand and took 2 shots.
Austin was working at a 51 division when a man fired shots at him. It led to PTSD.
He was an excellent guy, an excellent police officer, and it's shocking. I'm still in shock about the news.
Police Union head Mike McCormick says there have been 2 suicides by Toronto police officers in the past year. Once rarely talked about, suicide amongst police officers is now acknowledged to be a serious concern. This CAMH discussion paper from 2018 finds 36% of municipal and provincial police reported symptoms of mental illness, compared to the general population of 10%.
What they found is when we looked at studies is that police officers may be less likely to display many of the what you would call standard symptoms or clues. And it's really hard to recognize that in police officers because of the culture where you tend to internalize everything. So, it is a big challenge in policing, and it has been for a number of years.
We're talking more now than we ever have, and that's good, but there's a long way to go.
Mark Hennick is a mental health strategist who also struggled with suicide when he was younger. He believes a lot of progress has been made, but more awareness is necessary, especially for first responders who experience trauma on the job regularly.
We need to be able to train all workplaces, but especially first responders, on how to recognize those signs and then how to ask the hard question. Are you thinking about killing yourself? Are you thinking about suicide? It's direct, but it will not give them the idea to do it. In fact, it might save their life.
Constable Mike Austin was 52 years old. Police Chief Mark Saunders this morning sent a letter to all members informing them of his death and telling them about various supports that they could access if needed. He ended by saying, "Please take care of yourselves, your families, and your colleagues during this difficult time."